Cycling South Africa General Manager. You saw him in that package. Mike is in our Durban studios. Mike, good evening. Welcome to Sports on Prime on SABC News Channel. We saw that clip from Blaine, but quickly, just refresh our minds now. The PMB MTB, in fact, Pietermaritzburg MTB Festival. What is it about before we continue the conversation?
Well, the concept we came up with about a year ago after we held a number of mountain bike World Cups, and that we wanted to create something special more for our local riders that can participate in international events on local soil, and also at a lot more cost-effective price than paying for a World Cup. So we came up with a mountain bike festival, and what we do in the festival is we host an out-of-category international UCI mountain bike cross-country event, and cross-country is the Olympic version of the sport. Mm-hmm. So this year in particular is very important because it's one of the last events our athletes have got the opportunity of scoring points and qualifying for Rio. And then we've coupled that with an enduro, which is a really great fun event for people to do. And then we've also brought in the Masters Marathon South African Championships for all our age categories of 30 to 60, 75 plus riders. Yeah. So they can all come out here and race for SA Champs colours. And then bringing into that, we've also bought the Spur School Series. We've also have a development race. And part of the cross country this year is a junior World Series race. So our junior riders, 17 and 18 year olds, can actually earn UCI points, which enables them to qualify for the World Championships later this year. Most
importantly, Mike, as well, I mean, Pietermaritzburg is obviously, in a way, stationed itself as the mecca of mountain biking, particularly in South Africa. And with the Commonwealth Games coming in 2022, that's where everything is going to be based anyway.
Yes, that's correct to be so, yeah. The mountain bike Commonwealth Games in 2022 will be at the Cascades course that's been developed in the park that's been developed over the last number of years. And of course, we're pushing for the other sports as well. So, road cycling is also on the Commonwealth Games, and at the moment we're also looking at ways we can bring track cycling. We've spoken a lot to the UCI and to the Commonwealth bodies regarding using the current structures of the velodromes that we have both in Durban and in Maritzburg, and they're both acceptable to that. There's some minor improvements that we'd have to do. But other than that, Maritzburg is the bike city in Africa. We've hosted more World Championships and World Cups than any other country in the world. And we have fantastic support from the Department of Sport and KZN Province.
Tell us about this upcoming, PMB MTB Festival. It's always a question of who comes out there, because the big names, obviously the big crowds, and obviously it augurs well for the sport as well.
Yeah, 100%. We'll have all our top riders there. We'll have James Reed and Philip Bass and young Alan Hatherley that's coming through. Riders are coming in from a lot of African countries. As I said, this is their last opportunity to improve their international ranking. As it stands, only one country from Africa, from the Continental Champs, would be able to go to Olympics besides ourselves, because we have to qualify via the international standard. So we have to push our riders to the absolute limit. But we'll see Namibian, Mauritius, Lesotho, Swaziland, Zambian riders out here as well. And then we'll get some international guys as well. They're all racing the World Cup in Cairns in Australia this weekend. And it's a good stopover before the next World Cup, which is in France in middle of May. So good stopover for them to pick up some extra UCI points before the final qualifying ends on the 23rd of May.
Speaking about those UCI points and the importance of that, in particular with the Olympic Games as well, looking ahead this year, South Africa over the years, I know we've got good cyclists out there. Fils and Lapo, one of them, what happened in BMX during the, in 2008, I think it was in Beijing. So how's the sports grown, over the years? We try and get development, especially these smaller sports. I enjoy having conversations with you guys. How is cycling, as far as you're concerned, grown in South Africa?
Yeah, we've seen some really tremendous growth, and we haven't even got into the major market into South Africa at the moment. And we're seeing, as we push out into the rural areas, how much talent is out there and how much raw talent is out there. There's a young junior BMXer now coming through from KwaZulu-Natal. His name's Makoba. He's just won the first round of the junior BMX series here in South Africa, and huge talent coming out of the province, and also just comes out of an area that you wouldn't expect to find young athletes, but it's encouraging. We're seeing track cycling starting to grow again, which is very important. It's the biggest medal haul at Olympics. So 2018, 2020, we want to start getting athletes up at that level and competing for medals. And with Team Dimension Data riding for Quebec,
I just want to say that.
Tour, it creates a massive influx for opportunity, and now all of a sudden there's a stepping stone for road cyclists to get through to a continental team and into a world tour team.
Yeah, Mike Bradley, before we say goodbye to you, quickly just wrap it up again. MTB Pietermaritzburg series, what should the people at home watching this interview saying, yeah, it's worth it. Mike says, sold it to me.
Yeah, come watch. It's fun. It's free. You know, you can participate over the weekend. You don't have to be a top rider. You can come along and race the various races and watch some really exciting racing. It doesn't cost anything, and it's a great day out.
Yeah, Mike Bradley, Cycling South Africa General Manager, speaking to us from our Durban studios. Thank you very much indeed, Mike, for speaking to us. Go back to Maritzburg. All things happen in Maritzburg. Good things, ne?
Thank you very much, to be said. Yeah, all great things happening in Maritzburg.
Same here. I'm from Maritzburg, so don't worry. We'll take a quick